हेलो एवरीवन, आई होप एवरीवन इज डूइंग फाइन। आज का दिन बहुत ही एक्साइटिंग है यार। आज क्या है कि मैं जा रहा हूँ बाइक लेने। अब बाइक कौन सी मैं लेने जा रहा हूँ वो आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में समझ आएगी। और तो जी हाँ, बिल्कुल सही, मैं जा रहा हूँ बेयर 650 लेने फ्रॉम गुड़गांव रेंटल कंपनी विच इज़ टॉप ऑन राइड। So I spoke to them and asked for this motorcycle, and it's a brand new motorcycle. And I'm gonna take it for Sunday night tomorrow. So it would be interesting to see how best it could be best, and in terms of how different it is from Interceptor 650. तो बहुत मज़ा आने वाला है यार। अभी it's good that कि अभी आप different बाइक चला सकते हैं, though you have to pay small amount on as a rental, but hey, उसमें प्रॉब्लम क्या है, एटलीस्ट आपको एक एक्सपीरियंस मिल रहा है। एंड द बाइक विल बी विद मी फॉर अ होल डे, सो आई एम गोइंग टू अपडेट यू अबाउट व्हाट इज दैट आई लाइक अबाउट द मोटरसाइकिल। बिकॉज मैं चाहता हूँ यार मेरे गैराज में ना एक ऐसी मोटरसाइकिल भी हो जो कि क्लासिक हो। एंड कहीं ना कहीं मेरे को कॉन्टिनेंटल जीटी बहुत पसंद है। मैं चाहता था कॉन्टिनेंटल जीटी लेना, पर बिकॉज ऑफ सम रीज़न मैं उसको बस ले नहीं पाया, बिकॉज आई जस्ट फेल्ट दैट कि मे बी उसको रोज़ चलाना शायद उतना पॉसिबल नहीं हो पाता मेरे लिए। एंड रादर देन मैं अब जैसे बेसिक 650 चलाऊँगा तो पता लगेगा कि मैं उसे रोज़ डेली यूज़ में चला सकता हूँ। इंटरसेप्टर वाज अ लिटिल डिफिकल्ट इन द वे दैट उसको थोड़ा इंजन के पास जो गार्ड भी बार बार हिट होता था, जो मैंने लगा रखा है इन ऑफकोर्स समर इज क्रेजी। सो देखते हैं यार क्या होता है। वेल, इट्स ऑल एक्साइटिंग फॉर मी to take this motorcycle on at least 200 to 300 kilometers ride. And चलो भाई मिलते हैं अभी सीधे मोटरसाइकिल पे। Let me just pick up the motorcycle and then we'll go. Okay, welcome back guys. तो आ गई अपनी इंटरसेप्टर बेयर 650। अभी मैं से थोड़ा सा 10-20 किलोमीटर चला के लाया हूँ, बट ये आप देख सकते हो 6.5, which is Bear 650. I mean, they try to embrace it everywhere they could. But anyways, so far what my observation has been, देखो sunset हो रहा है उधर की side. Yeah, so my observation, very early observation, I would say that the seat is good. Well, the seat is very good because I find the seat is firm. And good thing about the foam seat is that when you try to travel for a longer distances, you can trust the seat. Though I have not ridden it so much, but whatever I've ridden it so far, around 20 kilometers, it seems that this does the job. But tomorrow I'm gonna take it for a 200 kilometer ride. That's gonna give me a better idea about the seat. But so far मैं ये बता सकता हूँ कि when I was because this is a rental motorcycle, and when I was taking this from the rental company, which is at the Metropolis Mall, MG Road, Gurgaon, and that is supposed that area is crowded. And when I was taking this motorcycle, I was traversing through the traffic, and I didn't realize this time that this is a 650 motorcycle, and I'm just taking this motorcycle as if this was a 250 or 300cc motorcycle. I mean, that is something which I observed once I was out of the traffic, because I was actually cutting the traffic as if I was riding my Charisma XMR, but not the Interceptor Bear 650, which is a lot about the potential of this motorcycle, because I haven't had that experience with the Interceptor 650, which is the first generation of this, or you can say that the elder sister of this Bear 650. This has surprised me a lot, and I'm so excited to take this motorcycle out tomorrow for a 200 kilometer run, and I can't be more excited. This is something which has impressed me a lot. Really, I don't see anything apart from the mirrors, because the mirrors are something that you have to get used to it. Otherwise I will just go ahead and slap on new mirrors, because these mirrors are not good enough at all. You have to, if you want to get to ride this motorcycle for longer distances and during in city traffic as well, you have to ensure that you change the mirrors of this motorcycle. Now the other thing that I noticed, and something has happened when I was taking the motorcycle out. I realized that the tires are not that great, though the pattern of the tire and the thread of the tire may look like they are good, but these tires, I don't feel that this tire suits this motorcycle, because when I was leaning, of course this is a 650 motorcycle, you can't lean much, but whatever lean I was doing, I was not confident. Not because that this is a new motorcycle I just took for an hour ago and you don't get used to it, but I was getting the feeling when I just pressed the rear gear a little bit, it was skidding, sort of doing some swiggles. So I'm really not sure if that is the observation or experience for everybody, but I do really think that the tires are something which is things to be noticed, first up with this motorcycle. Now let's look at the exhaust note of this motorcycle. Let's do, I'm gonna turn on this motorcycle and just gonna do an exhaust note for you guys. Wow, that's what we call a sound. And honestly, this motorcycle is hardly ridden around 1,000 kilometers. When I got this was 1127. 20 kilometers maybe I've put on more on this motorcycle, but that is some sound, that is deep throaty sound. I see a lot of difference. The weight management the Royal Enfield that has done on this motorcycle by putting the exhaust to a one exhaust system instead of a two exhaust system, though it ruins the look of the Interceptor a little bit. But I believe that this exhaust system, a single exhaust system, working wonders for this motorcycle, because for whatever reason I just find this is more nimble. Though when I was taking the corners, I was not feeling confident, but hey, that's because of the tire, that's not because of the motorcycle. Motorcycle is absolutely amazing. I just fell in love with this motorcycle. I mean, I've ridden it like 20-25 kilometers, but wow, that's so excitement, huh? There's nobody around here. All right, so next up, let's hop onto this motorcycle and let's meet with the GoPro on. All right, good morning, welcome to another day, another vlog with the Interceptor Bear 650. So I just took a halt on the side of the road to check my camera angle, because the camera angle sometimes does not comes well, so your whole effort while making a video goes for a toss. But I checked the camera angle, it looks fine, so let's go, man, let's go. So right now I'm going towards Agra Expressway, from Gurugram to Agra Expressway, and I'm taking it very light on the motorcycle, in a way that I'm just trying to juggle on speeds which are not super fast, but I'm just trying to see if I'll be taking this motorcycle into city conditions, how is it going to perform. So far the experience has been very good. From my home I've already ridden about 20 kilometers, and I guess some more 100 kilometers to go until I reach the breakfast destination. So it's gonna be exciting. What I've noticed so far with this motorcycle is you cannot take this
Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm saying what I've noticed so far with this motorcycle is that you sit a little bit forward. When I say forward, what I mean is your upper body is slightly forward, and that I believe is the reason why you are able to tackle this motorcycle better than an Interceptor 650. I believe the geometry on this motorcycle is definitely better than the regular Interceptor 650, because it's so good that you can easily cut through the traffic, and it's very flickable. It's very, very flickable. I mean, a motorcycle which weighs over 200 kgs for this sort of flickability is very, very good. I just love it. So that's what I'm doing right now, is taking this motorcycle easy, trying to see that in the regular city speeds how this is going to fare. One thing that though I'm loving about this motorcycle is the fact that the engine is getting warm and especially with this weather when you're riding motorcycle and India, the heat, I can feel the little bit of heat on my legs, but it's absolutely fine. I mean especially with this weather, I'm not sure how it's going to be in peak summers. It could be a challenge, but so far heating has not been that much of an issue. I feel a little bit of heat, but that's very, very bare minimum, you can say that. And also the temperature, it's early morning, time is around 9 a.m. and it's not that hot as well. The temperature should be around 13-14 right now, could be less, I'm not sure, did not check, but yeah. So let's meet on the Agra Expressway while I just take this and cross the Delhi city. Yep. All right. All right. I just took a stop in between because all this time while I was riding within the Delhi city, I was filtering through the traffic like I was riding a scooter, a 100cc scooter, you know, the filtering. So I just thought let's start recording and show you how good this motorcycle can be in traffic situations as well. Right now you see there is slight traffic, of course, so no problems here, but I know that we're going to land up in a place where you have a little more traffic, and yeah, this bike is surprising me in every possible way. We'll talk about suspension, we'll talk about the ride comfort and everything, but even when I'm going through these joints, and it's not that when I'm taking the bike on over this flyover joints, it's throwing me away or anything like that. It's absorbing the bumps very nicely. So yeah, take a left turn towards Akshardham, and just around this corner we'll have a little bit of traffic, and I can just show you that how this bike is able to cope up with traffic. The flickability of this bike has really amazed me. I mean, I was thinking that, you know, a 200cc motorcycle could be difficult to maneuver, but this motorcycle is just so much flickable. Royal Enfield, you know that you've got a winner on your hand, I'm sure. So you see, that's where the traffic situation I was telling you about, and you can see that I'm doing good speeds like 70s, mid 70s, and now it's gonna drop and I'm going to be in the traffic again. But let's see how I'm going to filter through this traffic. I mean, that is exceptional for a motorcycle of this class, 650cc, a parallel twin motor. Wow, that says a lot about this motorcycle. This is the reason why I did not pick up the Interceptor 650, or you can say that the Continental GT 650, because I just really found especially Interceptor 650 to be a little bit difficult while maneuvering in the traffic. But you see how I'm able to now see, no problems. So this is how somebody would ride an Activa in a traffic situation, and I'm doing that on a bare 650. Man, this is so awesome. Wow. I was totally not accepting this, or rather expecting this. Yeah, ignore a little bit of mumble and jumble of the words, but man, this machine, wow. Woo! Wow. Boy, she surprised me a lot. So I'm gonna be going towards the Agra Expressway now, because that is the only expressway where you could take the motorcycle and still do a legal speed. So I'll be doing legal speeds like 100 and see how this bike is gonna fare on those speeds. I'm sure there's not gonna be any problem, well, in terms of how much load capacity this motorcycle can do or take. Interesting would be to see that while we're doing that speed, how comfortable and relaxed you are on those speeds. Man, that matters the most. Wow. Even if you're taking this motorcycle onto a long tour, I'm damn sure you're not gonna feel tired because of the weight of this motorcycle. No way you're going to feel tired because you're riding a heavy motorcycle. It's just so effortless. I know it has got a great engine, 650cc engine. It's adequate power, but man, wow, this has really caught me off guard for sure. Just so smooth. You're doing around 80, 85, and then you're still sitting around 3,500 RPM. Wow. Alright guys, I'm on the Agra Expressway now, and with my Interceptor 650. So the ride continues, the day continues, a day well spent so far with the Interceptor 650. I'm gonna go away for the breakfast. So it's gonna be, I think, around 30-35 kilometers from here, or maybe 40, I'm not too sure. But yeah, so far so good. The bike is performing excellent, man, excellent. I don't know if there are any words to describe other than excellent about this motorcycle. It's been so far been very good. And now let's hop on the bike and talk a little bit more about what I like. Alright, for anybody who is a short rider out there, for reference, my height is 5'7", and you can see that I can get my half foot on the ground, and I can get 1 foot without any troubles as well. So yeah, it's been great, guys, so far. All right, let's talk about the other things now. What my experience has been so far. Let's talk about suspension. Okay. Now, while I was doing city rides, there was no time where I felt that there is some issues with the suspension in terms of how you're getting hit from the undulation that are present. And you know, most of the roads in Delhi is good. You have a little bit of undulation like what you have normally, but in Gurgaon you almost all the roads are bad in Gurgaon. So that's where I felt that whenever this motorcycle is going over a larger bump or it's going through those potholes, I just found that this is doing an excellent job. It's not letting those bumps take a hit on your back. So that's saying a lot. Handling is very good so far. Now because we are on expressway, let's hit 100. So I'll be doing 100, which is a legal speed, because there are cameras everywhere, so I don't want to risk it. So let's keep it around 100 and see how the performance is like. It is good. Now these guys can go over 100. I mean, I can go over 100 as well, but the speed limit and the rules, there's some certain things that you really need to take care of. If I'm going, I can go easily over 100 and 100. This bike goes till 180. So no problems there. But what I'm trying to find out with this is how comfortable it is at 100. So I'm doing 100 right now, and what I can feel about doing say 100 on this motorcycle is the wind blast increases, of course, because there is no wind protection. So you can see that my hand is also, if I do it like this, so it's coming back with quite a force. So which tells about that. Of course, this is sort of a naked motorcycle. It doesn't have wind protection, but if you're doing speeds until 100, then I don't think that wind protection is going to be that of a problem. But if you're taking it above 100, say 110, if I go 110, 112, 115, yeah, 170. So here the wind blast has increased a lot, so you will feel that on your chest, on your shoulders, on your arms. So that is not going to be a perfect ride. So I'll just suggest that if you want to do high speeds on this motorcycle, you can do it, but just there's no doubt about that this motorcycle can do it, or not this motorcycle surely can do it, but it's just that the wind, the amount of force that wind hits you at, it becomes a little tiring, especially when you're doing long rides. But so far so good. I don't see any troubles, so I'll be keeping this till within 90 and 100, because that's the speeds that I prefer. And the fact that this is not my motorcycle, I don't want to risk it for any tickets to be issued for any overspeeding or anything like that, because you know there are cameras out everywhere on this road, and there are so see there are 2 cameras above, and there are cops that would hide in the bushes. So I don't want to risk it anyway. Alright, so far the ride has been very good. I'm very impressed with this motorcycle, as I've said a lot of times during this video, and I know that this video is a little long, but hey, that's the advantage of spending some time with the motorcycles, because see, when you are taking the motorcycle for a longer haul, you realize that there are things that you can adjust to. For instance, in the beginning I said that you can swap the mirrors, but hey, you have to adjust the mirrors just according to your riding. It will take a little bit to getting used to adjusting those mirrors, but once you've done that, just leave it like that. It's fine. It's not gonna be doing anything wrong in terms of you can't see what's coming from behind. You can, but you just have to adjust the mirror as per your requirements. But when compared to say other motorcycle, for example my Charisma XMR, I don't have to adjust mirrors or take a lot of time to adjust those mirrors. They're just fine. So now you can see in the mirror, it's traffic, it's on the left hand side, it's showing, and the right hand side it is also showing, though the view is a little smaller in terms of the size of the mirror, but I think they're gonna be fine if you're able to adjust to these settings. So what are we left with? We've talked about suspension. I think the suspension is great, especially the front suspension. I loved it. It's just going over potholes and bumps like a dream. Rear suspension, I believe it's a little bit on the softer side. It's not that hard. So just to compare it with my Charisma XMR. The rear suspension on that thing is a little hard. It sometimes just bounces you on the bad road, but suspension of this motorcycle is not. So I know I'm not making a fair comparison between similar category of motorcycle, but I'm just saying that coming from a sports motorcycle to this motorcycle that has a stiffer suspension than this. On the rear, on the front, I don't feel much. The front is absolutely fine. Handling is just a charm for this motorcycle. The looks, of course, she is a head turner, isn't she? And in terms of fuel economy, if you ride it within the road legal speed limits like 100 kmph, so it's gonna return you a good mileage of around 25, 26, maybe 27. So far what I've calculated, my ride is giving me 26-ish mileage, and I'm happy with that because it's a 650cc parallel twin motor, and if it's giving you an average around 26 in mixed conditions, is absolutely worth it. And see, right now I'm also just handling this motorcycle with the one hand, so you can see that this thing is, I think this is better than the Himalayan 450 for sure. If you take Himalayan 450, if you take this, you don't find any a lot of difference. You know, even in terms of how you manage and handle a motorcycle, and that is a single cylinder DOHC liquid cooled engine, which gives you power and the higher rev range, but this is, you see that it's doing somewhere around 4k on the RPM and sitting around 90, nice and easy. Yeah, what else you can ask for? You know, this is what you need when you're going on long tours, especially on long tours. This is what you need, man. And I absolutely loving every kilometer that I have so far done on this motorcycle. So I think that is it for it, guys, for this particular ride review of the Bear Interceptor 650. A day well spent with Bear Interceptor 650. I'll be at my breakfast point any moment, so yeah, thank you so much for keeping up with me for this video. And if you watched this video till here, show some love in forms of likes and comments. Let me know if you like what you're saying, if you like the video that I produced or the videos that if this video, if you like it, then yeah, let me know. It will encourage me to get more videos of this sort, where you experience one day on a motorcycle and we're putting on substantial kilometers on a motorcycle. I've already ridden this motorcycle around 150 kilometers, so I've got a fair share idea about it. You know, this motorcycle is very, very easy to ride, very easy to ride. It's very friendly. It's so much friendly that even if you've never ridden this motorcycle before, you will just gel with it like a perfect custom made glove in your hands. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much, and until we meet next time, thank you and bye for now.